Hey, so I'm playing a teaching game with Monkk, and I thought I'd record it and see how it goes. I'm going to be holding my hand up for most of this video because it just cut myself. Yeah, so excuse me for randomly holding my hand up. I meant to make a video sooner, but this week's been kind of weird. My bed broke and like a whole bunch of stuff happened. So, okay. Monk's playing here. I want to go for two 4 power points. Jenna's so mean. Okay, yeah, sorry. I think partially adrenaline from cutting myself. And partially, my hand hurts from holding it up, but I want to hold it up so that the blood flow lessens, so that the blood can coagulate and harden and heal itself faster. Anyway, so Monkk's going for a 4-4 point, 3-4 point. I'm going for 2 4-4 points, and Monkk DCs. No Monkk. Monkk's been having internet connection issues recently, so it's okay. Well, we'll talk about something while we wait. I haven't seen Cho on this account in a while, which is pretty interesting. I haven't seen Cho around in general. Jenna hasn't been here recently. Oh, he played. Okay, so I don't want to play against... I could back off, but this is more my style. I don't want to make the game easy, and I don't want to play against a Kobayashi. So I'm going to approach here. The reason it's 2 space is I'm treating it as a forcing move. I want to take Sente after this. It's more trying to probe what he wants to do with the corner than actually trying to force a particular variation. I play high because a lot of people like to play E17 in response to this, and so this leaves the option of C15. So this move kind of orients itself to go in both directions and affects the center. Where if I played E16 is a bit close, so I have to commit to playing here, and it could get into a fight that I don't want to do when he has stones on the outside, or in between my positions. That's fine. I'll play on this side. Since his stone is at C16 and low on the left, I'm attaching here. I'm going to make C6 stronger to help my corner. But this is the less interesting side, since the bottom's more open and I can play from Q. Try to activate the Q4 stone. Oh, my hand hurts. Oh, it went there. Okay, interesting. I'll take this stone. Atari or do something here. If he goes here, I'll just play B8. This becomes meaningless. Yeah, so now I get the break in between. No, they're both kind of possible, but I think generally I like this variation better for white. I don't know why. Oh, that's not so good. Now this is very good shape for me. This is kind of heavy. He has to take care of this now, but it's kind of hard. And I'm breaking between them, so he can't really use the center as well. Also, because he chose to connect to E7, the thickness that he gets, or the influence in the center he gets, is kind of negated by F16 to counteract it. And I have a very big corner. You could think of the right side, they're both the same, but if you just look at the left-hand side and the relationships, it feels like I'm getting a little bit ahead. F16 is in a really good spot to negate the influence he gets. F3 has to be taken care of, and I have a very big corner, bigger than what he can probably get in the upper left. As far as the left-hand side goes, again, F16 is a very good place to reduce it. There's still Ko at B8, potentially. I go there, or just in general, this is a difficult place. Okay, so he approaches. He's vulnerable here. I don't really want to do anything about it right now, so I'm going to just back off. Negate the influence of the Q16 stone, take my points, aim to play a splitting move to get some attacking potential here later. That's a good forcing move. Otherwise, later I can play g4 and it gets difficult for him. That's fine. I'll follow up in this corner now. This bottom is actually not that big. I have the turn at g5, which is pretty big. And I can also just force at f at p3, and then he goes to o4, then I can hane again and reduce the bottom. Yep. Okay, that's a little leisurely. I could back off. Yeah, I'll just back off. I could hane too, but I don't really, that's usually if I want to settle quickly. I could develop the top, so I'm not in that big of a rush. So this is like 20 points, but still kind of depends on endgame, and this is almost 20 points also. There's a move here that I could do, or something like this, but in this case I'll just push in this way. I don't really need to make the game complicated here. I have a slight advantage. These two positions end up kind of close. And extend from thickness. And I could go in, he might counterattack, but if he comes in, it's fine. I still get the points in the corner, and this becomes a liability. That's not so bad for me. If I play high, there's a risk of invasion. I could play low, still have enough territory. This stone at r14 is low, so I don't have to worry about contesting the center as much, compared to if you played q14. That's an okay move. I could just take the corner. This move helps develop this and prevents me from extending here first, but q2 is a very big point. Now the bottom side is hugely reducible too, so it's not really that big a deal. I could keep pushing. Push once. Maybe this is better. I could force. I'll force. I could look to invade, but since he has some strength in the center and this could be enclosed in a move, it's not really like urgent for me. Pushing once. If he ignores it, then here might not be sente. Next move might be good. It goes this way. This one is more impact on his position. I'm debating between jumping at O15 or F12 to develop my position. I play at Q13 because it's a good forcing move. I'm not looking to invade here later, and there's still some aji for me to invade, so it's not like I'm in a particularly big rush to do that. If you look at the overall positions, that's fine. I could pick a ko now. I'll just turn here, threatening to jump in. I could also just jump here. That's kind of the vital point. If it's his turn, he can play here too. Part of me is thinking about this ko. If I lose this ko, it's not that big a deal. I'll play the ko. I have more ko fits. I don't have to take this. He already committed all these stones here, so if I win this ko, it's really big territory loss for him. Part of the way I played this game overall, oh, that's too passive, was to develop a position where that's pretty easy for me to play. I can go here. These two stones are light. They serve their purpose to get this ko threat, and got rid of this. So now if he pushes up, I just go down. He has to connect, then I play here. Yep. I guess he could counterattack, but I'll just push up. And I'm aiming to bridge under these anyway, so even if he jumps, I can connect up later. Yeah, that's fine. You might think that these stones got defeated in their purpose by playing here, but if you think about it, I also managed to win this ko and take this reduction off as compensation for playing over here, so it's not really a big loss for me. From here, the rest of the game is just kind of wrapping it up. Cut. You can Atari, I guess, and link up. Yeah, you can link up under, but I get really pretty good center influence here. Now instead of just playing this endgame, I can actually play an invasion at M3 if I get strong here. The way I'm looking at it to get strong is if he plays Q9 and then connects at R9, then I can play P9. He can't Atari at P10, or else these three stones will die. So he has to connect up at S10. I connect. Then he has... I guess he could try to do something, but it's pretty strong, and he normally would want to make sure this connection is okay. I could also... is there any other options for me? I mean, that's pretty fine. I could also just take the profit. Profit is pretty good, and he still needs another move. And then I could play here, and then I can jump to here. Because this influence, even though I can aim at an invasion, I still have this normal endgame reduction. Yeah, I don't really mind. Okay. I'll just take points, because he already broke through here, right? So it's not that big a deal. And he needs to play here to really make this influence work. I'm not sure. The points are pretty big. And I have these stones and these stones, so it's not like this area is too valuable. I'll probably play O2 after this. So you should play P10, I take. He connects an O2. Oh, that's fine. I don't really care. This is not so valuable. Okay. Connecting here is interesting. He's trying to get a lot, but it leaves this weakness. This is a big problem with playing R14. Or not problem, but it's a big difference. If this were at like Q14, well, I wouldn't have these two stones here, I guess, but it's a lot better at sealing the center. Actually, now that I look at his shape, it's kind of strange. How to fix? I guess this one. Yeah, normally you shoulder hit at M16, not N16. But it's fine. He has some good follow-ups here. But this Aji is still... Later, if I push up here, he has to take care of these. I guess he doesn't have to, but it's a pretty big loss. He's behind in territory anyway right now, so it's kind of an easy game. I'm not even counting the board, but the way I know this is because when I look at the board, I say, okay, this bottom left and this here are about the same. My bottom right is bigger than this, and the top is bigger than this. So I'm bigger everywhere, so it's leisurely paced. I want to play here. Pushing up is severe, but his Hana is really tough, so I'd rather just take my points at the top. Secure my lead, don't make any troubles. It also helps indirectly protect the Aji around this cut. There's not much Aji, but you never know. I guess since this is here, he could push, which is the difference between playing J17 or K16. You can maybe attach here now, but I don't think it works too well. Yeah, it looks like not quite enough. So these stones are actually pretty useful. Like, they aren't doing anything, but they also stop him from doing anything in the center. He can jump here, I guess, so then I push up. It's hard. He has to play in a lot of places. And he's behind on points, and the center's pretty balanced. So, a little tough. A little bit tough. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Okay, push up here first, threatening to surround this, and if I get another move, I might play like, I don't know, O5, Hane? Is Hane possible? Hane opens up a lot of Aji regardless. Oh, push, if he pushes and I cut, he cuts, and I can go here, goes out, push here, try, connect. Here, he's short on liberties, maybe some trouble here though. Well, I guess it's worst case. And there's nothing I really need to protect except for these stones. So you might have 2.5 go threats, 2 to 3 go threats. If I really need to, I can play these moves, but those are not so good go threats. Oh. Okay, I'll just jump and take these then. This is not that big. This is like 15 points. This is also like 10 points, so it's not that big a difference. Oh, this is a good sequence. But it's hard. Can you Atari here? No. Yeah, didn't think so. He's trying to develop this, but he still needs to spend a move, so it's Gote. And I can jump and play here, maybe? It's kind of hard. I have normal in-game moves too. O2 is really big now. M3 is possible, but I might lose more points doing that. Hard to say. What do I want to play? I do have thickness here. I should really use it. So, I think it's pretty easy to tell I'm ahead in points, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard. It was a hard game. Giving me this ko is too big a loss, but aside from that, yeah, a little tough. So he could play here. Like I can bridge under almost any variation. And this move is more severe than just attaching an O2. If this wasn't so as strong, I wouldn't play here, but okay, let's see. I don't know. I guess attach. Doesn't look like he can do much. And then counter-target. And then the shape. This is really dangerous for black. He can connect and I take and he pushes, but then if I just keep extending, there's some cutting points here. So here. Turning kills these two, so pushing more. Still move behind, so push more, but then I can start aiming at breaking out. I guess maybe there's some potential for me to get caught in the squeeze. And not really, I can go all the way to the end and push here. Oh, man, my finger hurt. Oh my god, this bandage is soaked in blood. So painful. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of hard. Like, he could try fighting the ko in a way, like connecting or taking then here, and then he goes like, I don't know, M4. But this ko is really a burden on him, and even if he wins it, it doesn't really affect me. He gets some endgame against the corner, but it's not that big. And I'll just play Sente endgame moves like A9 as ko threats. So it's not that big a deal. R18 is big. B18 is big. Big with Gote. That's really big. Yeah. The thing about this game is, like, I had a slight advantage in the opening, and then Monkk didn't contest it ever, I think. So it's hard to really for me, like as a teaching game, it's hard for me to teach this kind of game because there's not a lot to teach. I'll show him chances and opportunities he had to make the game more difficult. I'll go over the opening a bit, but this is just kind of a case where my opening was stronger and he didn't contest it really. So I mean, he did kind of try. He tried to play these influence moves and break in, but they weren't sharp enough, I guess. I hope Monkk didn't disconnect. He's been waiting on this move for a while. Huh. Okay, well, I don't know what to talk about for this game. B17 is probably not very good when I attach a C17. Oh, he played there. Letting me break through here is unfortunate, but if he doesn't, then I take more at the top, so it's kind of unavoidable. I could play here, then he might back off, and I could try to go for more. But I'm ahead, I don't need to go for more. I could just take what I can. If he plays something like M2, I guess, I'll just take a P1. He can play here, but I'll just ignore it. It's not so big a deal. He can play L, I don't know. He has to play a different ko threat. cutting here. Cutting here. It's a little bit edgy-catchy to do that though. And it's not a very good co-threat, but I guess you could play this one. It's almost I could almost consider ignoring him taking these, because if I take these, this is not only about the same value, these stones lose their base. Okay, that's fine. Takes back. Turn, I guess. If he connects, I go down. He goes here, I go here. Yep. Okay, so where is his co-threat? Yeah, it has to be something here, I think. This is possible too. I wouldn't ignore it, but if he goes here, I connect, then he loses a point. I guess he doesn't necessarily lose a point, but usually this is not a good co-threat. Let's see my threats. Actually, this isn't so bad for me. I guess pushing here is not so great because it gives him a threat. What to play for me? So he'll play something, I answer. Probably this, or something here. I could just get 2 endgame moves too. But if he takes, I could also just go down. Or down here. Yeah, I'll play Q1 and Sente. And he still has to play another co-threat. And then I can get 2 endgame co-threats, like A9. And then, like, I can even play E2, and it's like, he captures this, but I still reduce from the other side. It's kind of hard to play this endgame for black with this co. I guess he's desperate. Not desperate, but not a lot of choices. So I should play here, and tank. Oh, now I get another co-threat at M1. He should play M1 instead of L3. Because now I get an extra co-threat by descending to M1. This co is also already kind of profitable for me because I got Q1 in Sente, and yeah, I got Q1 in Sente, so it's already kind of profitable for me. It's not like I really these stones are that big. Oh, that's a big mistake. So I'll play here. If he takes or connects, I'll Hane, then push, then connect, and all the points here disappear. So it's kind of tough. I guess I could have played A9, but this is such a unfortunate, or it's like not an exchange you want to make as black. So I can get a lot of points this way. A9 is very big. P18 is big. Okay, here first. Do I have to worry about this? It's not that big a threat though. Okay, connect. I gained more than I lost. He could play here. I might just have to play P6 then. Oh, okay. Seems like black can't save them now though. Oh, this corner's a little scary. If he goes here I can cut. If he goes pushes though I have to go here, then here, then here. I think it's an Atari. It's a little annoying. The Atari's into 7, I go here. Here, a little bit scary. Should I just back off and give it to him? Okay, I'll just give it to him. Take a few points lost, but it's okay. I get this. Bigger than 1 stone. Don't need to be greedy. In terms of points right now, I don't know, this top is so huge. Like, this is also pretty big. Everything's big. If I compare this to this, or this, I don't know. This is 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. So this is 24 points now, where before it was about 20. And this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is also 20. So these two are about the same. This is 22, but I have endgame, so it's actually more like 20 because the endgame is my sente. This is like 34, so subtract this, you saw 14. 5, 6, 7, so 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 12 for black. Comey is like 6, so 6. 1, 2, 3, 6, and then, so from this cutoff to here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 30 points-ish. Did I count this? I feel like I did, but I don't know, it's weird. This is bigger. I don't want to play the code, so he could be daring and block, but it's okay. I probably should have read this out first. Okay, blocked. Play the Hane here. So this is not as big as... These two are kind of big, but they're not that big. It's probably best to just make sure there's nothing extra in the center here. And come out. Make sure he doesn't get anything here. Aiming to attach at K11. These are moves that are building a foothold to make sure there's nothing funny here, and still aiming at reducing. This is just like the biggest point. I guess these have follow-ups though. If he plays E2 and then connects, then D1 is sente. So that's kind of troublesome. I don't mind playing this sente now. He connected here. Actually, that is strange. I guess there's no points here now, but it's a little strange. I guess I'll take this one. This is pretty big too. Hana. Push from this side. Aiming to play J9 and just I'm just kind of poking in. I can't really do this where he cuts. Make sure there's nothing here, I guess. I could go from this side, which is probably a little better, but he could block and get a couple points, so I feel like this is bigger. So he got this and these things, but I have way more points now. Maybe I should have gone from this side. It's about the same, I guess. Okay. I think he should Hana. He's gonna play Goto. I guess he could play here, and I responded. Maybe I shouldn't have responded. Maybe he pushes and he's threatening both, so it's a little tough. These endgame moves don't have that much meaning. This is like almost all done in this area. I see. Okay, so there's not a lot left to really talk about. It's small endgame dominant points in the center. Oh, can I do that? Not really. I could play here, aim at playing here, and then connect, and then pushing maybe? Can't really push. Play here, aiming at playing h6, which is a little better. If I played h6 right now, right away he could cut. I don't really know where to play. I guess this is a 2 points, because before if he cuts and connects, it takes away a point, but before if he cut, I would need to eventually connect. Well, this is a point, I guess. And these two are kind of mei. If he goes one, it's gote for one and gote for the other. The other one has a 1 point follow-up, but this one you can't really ignore. The ko is worth like 3 points. He connects here, probably. And I think that's it. Oh, this is a point. So now this is totally safe. Nothing. I think that's it. Yep. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. So, pretty clean 15-point win. No komi too, so I believe. Yeah, there's no komi in this game, so if there's komi, it'd be like 20 points. Okay, I'm going to end the video here, since the game ended, and I think I got most of my thoughts, so I don't know how useful the review will be. Thanks.